This is the Teardown. Today, one real product, a medical device that works and the FDA cleared nearly a decade ago, and that its owner just agreed to sell for less than they paid. The technology was never the problem. The device is called iovera. It does something clean and simple. It puts a precise controlled dose of cold onto a targeted nerve, and that cold temporarily switches off the nerve's ability to carry pain. No drug, no opioid. The clinical name is cryoneurolysis. And it holds up. In a published knee surgery study, patients treated with iovera used 45% fewer opioids over the 12 weeks after their operation and had better knee function. This is a real drug-free tool for exactly the problem hospitals are under pressure to solve, which is getting patients off opioids. Here's the timeline. BioSciences, founded in 2005, developed it. The FDA cleared it in 2017. In 2019, the pain drug company Pacira bought BioSciences to get it. And this year, Pacira sold it on to Zimmer Bionet. Follow that last handoff because it's the whole story. Because a cleared, working device is not the same thing as a business. The problem here was never the technology. Watch what happened at iovera once it was sitting inside a company that didn't know how to sell it. This is the trap that catches so many hard tech founders. A clearance tells you your product is safe and legal to sell. It tells you nothing about whether your company can actually sell it. Those are two separate builds, and the second one is usually harder. Look at the numbers inside of Pacira. In one quarter last year, iovera did $6.5 million. Pacira's flagship drug, Exparel, did $575 million for the year. Inside a company doing $726 million total, iovera was a rounding error in its own house. The reason iovera stalled was not the science. It came down to one word. Pacira is a pharmaceutical company. Its whole sales machine was built to detail injectable drugs to anesthesiologists. iovera is a physical, handheld device that gets placed, serviced, and reordered in surgical suites. Different buyer, different rep, different economics. The device never fit the machine it lived in. So when a big medtech company finally buys iovera, ask what they're really paying for, not the technology. That's existed and been legal to sell since 2017. They're paying to move it into a channel that fits. That channel was the missing asset all along. And you don't have to take my word for it. Here's Pacira's own chief executive on the sale. Zimmer's scale and its expertise commercializing devices can unlock the full potential of iovera. The company that owned it for 7 years is telling you on the record what it always needed. Now the part that should stop you. To acquire iovera in 2019, Pacira paid $120 million up front. 7 years later, it's selling iovera to Zimmer for $70 million up front. It's handing off the asset for roughly half what it paid to get it. 7 years. That's how long a working, cleared device sat as an afterthought inside a company built to sell something else before it finally moved to a home that fit. So, what actually decided iovera's outcome? Not the science. The decision was where it landed. In 2019, a working device got absorbed into a company whose DNA was injectable drugs, and from that moment, the mismatch was baked in. The flat sales and the discount all followed from it. And this is a pattern, not a one-off. A genuinely good product gets cleared. It lands in the wrong channel, sales stay flat for years, and everyone blames the market when the real problem is distribution. Eventually, the value transfers to whomever owns the right channel, usually an acquirer, usually at a discount. So carry this out of the teardown. A regulatory clearance is a permit to sell. It is not a business. Getting to yes with the FDA and building a machine that moves the product are two different projects, and the second is usually the harder one. If you're building anything physical, a device, a robot, a piece of hardware, decide who sells it and how before you fall in love with the fact that it works. Map the channel as seriously as you map the technical milestone. If you don't build it, an acquirer will, and they capture the value you created. iovera works. It always worked. It had the data, it had the clearance, it cut opioid use, and it still spent 7 years as a rounding error because it was in the wrong house. Build the channel with the same seriousness you built the device. That's the whole teardown. For expert commercialization support, contact Dave Saunders through Base Reality Group LLC at baserealitygroup.com.